Hey family, hey new subscriber, old subscribers, returning subscriber we haven't subscribed yet, but y'all keep watching the video. How y'all doing? So today we're looking at 41 celebrities that's locked up, that's still locked up for whatever reason. So let's get into this. If you see your favorite celebrity, let me know in the comment section. If you feel like some of these celebrities belong there, let me know. If you feel like they don't belong there, let me know. So let's see, cause I don't know, cause no shit. I haven't been seeing a lot of celebrities. I don't know where the fuck they've been going. So let's see who on the list.
Today we're uncovering the shocking stories of celebrities who went from fame to behind bars.
Wow.
These stars had it all, until bad decisions and tough struggles led to their downfall. Drop a 1 inch in the comments if you're ready to dive into these unbelievable tales
Make sure
of
y'all
Hollywood's biggest falls from grace.
Drop something in the chat too. All right, let's see who number 41.
Austin Jones gained fame through his singing videos on
YouTube,
amassing over 500,000 subscribers and millions of views with his covers and original songs. However, in 2015, his rising career took a dark turn when he suddenly canceled his appearance on the Vans Warped Tour. Shortly after, he posted a YouTube video addressing disturbing allegations against him, expressing remorse for his actions.
What did he do?
What seemed like a minor controversy at the time would later unravel into a shocking scandal that ultimately led to his downfall. On June 9, 2017, Austin Jones's home was searched under a warrant issued by a U.S. federal judge, and later that day, he was arrested at O'Hare International Airport.
I don't know who this is. Let me know in the comment section, y'all.
What followed was a shocking legal battle that ended on May 3, 2019, when he was sentenced to 10 years in federal prison.
Wow.
The investigation revealed that multiple individuals had attempted to cover up his misconduct, further complicating the case. In the aftermath, Jones's YouTube channel was permanently removed, erasing the online presence that once made him a rising star. His downfall became a chilling reminder of how fame can be used to exploit trust, and how justice eventually catches up.
Wow.
Todd and Julie Chrisley, the stars of Chrisley Knows Best, rose to fame with their
Hold on. No shade. I used to live like, I was shocked. Now, these couple, I seen, that little scandal. I was shocked. Because I used to live for him. I used to live for this man. I thought he was gay too. I really thought he was gay. The fact that he got a wife, he got a kids. Like, and he doing all this scandal, child. I knew something was up. I know he was up to no good. But no shit, I do live for the family. No shit, he very funny, classy bitch, and he rich too.
For the top wealth and family-centered humor. However, their glamorous image came crashing down in August 2019 when they were hit with serious legal charges. The couple faced allegations of tax evasion, bank fraud, and wire fraud, including claims of evading nearly $2 million in state taxes, hiding over $1 million in income from their show, and falsifying financial records to deceive authorities. Their legal troubles marked a dramatic fall from grace, turning their once celebrated reality TV success into a shocking financial scandal.
Wow.
Despite initially proclaiming their innocence, Todd and Julie Chrisley ultimately faced trial, where prosecutors exposed their elaborate financial fraud. Evidence revealed that they inflated their net worth to secure massive loans, submitted false...
Our Muslim brothers and sisters in Yemen are dying and...
Commercial break. But, yeah, like, I was so shocked. When I seen that, like, I was shocked. But like I said, that's why you cannot trust, don't trust everybody you see on the internet. That's all I can say.
Extravagant lifestyle while hiding income from the IRS.
This remote is hell.
After nearly 3 weeks of testimony, the couple was convicted on multiple charges, including conspiracy to commit bank fraud, wire fraud, and tax evasion, with Julie also found guilty of additional wire fraud offenses. Todd was sentenced to 12 years in federal prison,
12 years?
while Julie received a 7-year sentence.
Wow.
Todd is currently serving his time at the Federal Correctional Institution in Pensacola, Florida, while Julie is incarcerated at a federal facility
Not
in the
both
state.
parents. So wait, where the
Their
kids
once
at?
glamorous reality TV empire
And where the
now
grandma?
stands as a cautionary tale of deception, greed, and the consequences of financial fraud.
That's crazy.
Anon Singleton, better known as Big Lurch, emerged in the late 1990s as a rising force in the rap scene.
Really?
However, his career took a tragic and shocking turn after a series of devastating events. Following the disappointing reception of his debut album, Singleton was involved in a near-fatal accident caused by a drunk driver, leaving him with a broken neck.
Wow.
Struggling with chronic pain and a stalled career, he turned to PCP for relief, an addiction that quickly spiraled out of control. As his drug use escalated, so did his paranoia and hallucinations, pushing him into a dangerous mental state that would lead to one of the most horrifying crimes in hip-hop history.
Wow. Like, you got everything, you lose everything like that.
While under the influence of PCP, Big Lurch experienced terrifying hallucinations that convinced him demons were inside his 21-year-old roommate's stomach. Standing at an imposing 6'7", all eyes, he easily overpowered her in a gruesome and fatal attack.
What?
The drugs played a significant role in the horrific crime, leaving him in a completely deranged state when authorities arrived, seemingly unaware of the brutality he had just committed. In November 2003, he was sentenced to life in prison without parole.
Wow.
Despite his severe mental impairment at the time, he was denied an insanity defense due to his voluntary drug use before the incident. His case remains one of the most chilling examples of drug-induced psychosis, serving as a haunting cautionary tale of addiction, violence, and a promising career destroyed by substance abuse.
Even the weed, you gotta be careful. The shit is crazy these days.
Adidja Palmer, better known as Vybz Kartel, rose to global fame as a reggae and dancehall icon.
Well, he's out, but to be honest with y'all, I don't know why he went to jail. So this like a new thing to me, but I know he's out. Right? He's out. He's doing his thing. Shout out to him, but I never knew why he went to jail in the first place. So this about to be like a, like a new thing for me.
But his career took a dark turn when he became entangled in a violent dispute. Accused of orchestrating the murder of Clive Lizard Williams over an alleged stolen firearm, his case became one of the most high-profile trials in Jamaica's history.
I was about to say, a white man.
The legal battle and ultimate conviction painted a stark contrast to another musician we'll discuss later, one whose prison sentence resulted from a tragic mistake involving an innocent homeless man.
Wow.
Kartel's story remains a gripping tale of fame, power, and the consequences of a life entangled in violence.
I hope he's doing better now that he's out of jail. I mean, he is.
On December 29th, 2011, Vybz Kartel was arrested on charges of drug possession and illegal firearms. While he was granted bail for these offenses, he remained in custody due to allegations tying him to the murder of Clive Lizard Williams. His trial faced years of delays, including a 3-year postponement due to complications in jury selection.
And there's no shade.
Finally,
thank God nothing happened to him. Because ever since he came out of jail, right, like I said, I'm not a fan. I'm not a huge fan. I love his music. He cool. I did a reaction. Make sure you go check that reaction out. And he fuck with Spice. I fuck with Spice. But, listen, I don't come for people's sickness. I don't come for, I would never do that. Like, I speak for people who got, I speak up for people. But I was little, so y'all can let me know, like, fan of him, if you watch this, let me know. Because I was like, no shit, while he was in jail, I know, the Jamaican culture, I'm African too. Like, people bleach their skin or whatever. But now, looking at him, he look totally different. Like, he look like me. Like, compared to, you see this? I said this to say is, like, the bleaching shit, y'all gotta stop that. Like, especially Jamaicans. Jamaican men, y'all do that shit. Y'all need to stop. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. And I feel like once they stop, like, the bleaching, when they come going back to how they used to look, they look horrible. I'm not like no shit. He look better here than now. Like now, I mean, he getting back to himself now. Now he look different. Like I'm not talking about his sickness. I'm talking about his skin wise. Like he just look different. But like I said, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, so he ain't giving in. But he just look different to me. I don't know if he bleaching. If he was, you see, like if you see this man now, he don't look like this. Like he look like my complexion, and I'd be shocked. So let me know, like, what was the problem?
November 18th, 2013, after a grueling 65-day trial, one of the longest in Jamaica's history,
okay,
an 11-member jury found him guilty.
Wow.
Cartel was sentenced to life in prison,
Ooh,
with the possibility of parole after serving 32 years and 6 months,
wow,
making him eligible for release in 2046.
Oh, he did a long
His
time.
conviction sent shockwaves through the dancehall community, turning one of Jamaica's biggest musical figures into one of its most infamous inmates.
He looked that so good. Now, no shade. I don't know what the fuck he got
Tay K, one of the youngest artists to face such a swift and dramatic downfall, is currently serving a 55-year prison sentence. In 2017, 55. He shot to fame with his viral hit, The Race, which climbed the Billboard Hot 100. Ironically released the same day he was captured after 3 months on the run.
What?
However, his rising stardom was quickly overshadowed by his involvement in serious crimes, including a murder during a robbery. Despite showing immense potential in the music industry, his choices led to a devastating fate, cutting his career short just as it was taking off.
Lock them up.
His story stands as a cautionary tale of how one wrong path can erase even the brightest of futures.
This fucking Dutch is wearing me out.
In 2016, Tay K participated in a home invasion that resulted in the tragic death of Ethan Walker. The robbery, meant to target a drug dealer and his associates, quickly turned deadly. Initially placed under house arrest, Tay K defied authorities by cutting off his ankle monitor and fleeing, boldly taunting law enforcement on Twitter.
You see, people like this, I don't feel sorry. Like I hope y'all watch all this video. Y'all come across here and learn some things. People like this, I don't feel sorry for y'all. And people like this, parents be like, oh, my kids was a good kid. My son was this and the third. Bitch, please. Like, fuck all that. Like, fuck all that. Like, just how you see people out here struggling to make it, you can do the same shit too. Like, taking people's life for what? I don't feel sorry for him. I don't. And you trying to blow up, making your music, doing this and the third, and you want to kill somebody? Bitch, please.
During his 3-month run, he released The Race, a track that went viral and propelled him to fame. However, his defiance only sealed his...
That's why I be saying, my whole thing is, I be trying to tell young artists, like, once you blow up, what's the point of you trying to go back to the hood? Why you want to do who stuff? Like, me right now, right? No shit. If God help me, if I blow up, why do you think I want to sit here and be doing stuff I used to do back in the streets? No. Bitch, I ain't want to go back, like, shit, why I'm in the hood? Y'all better take me out. But if I survive the hood, bitch, girl, no. Now I'm going to come back to visit, like, people I know, people I fuck with. But I'm not, bitch, please. Because there's a lot of envy. There's a lot of envy within our community, especially the black. I cannot speak for a lot of people, but especially our community, there's a lot of envy. So, bitch, once I make it, bitch, I'm leaving. It's crazy. Like, real crazy.
Before it could fully take off. His story serves as a stark reminder of how one reckless decision can overshadow talent and ambition, turning a rising star into a cautionary tale.
This Dutch is horrible.
While on the run, Tay K's legal troubles only worsened. He was involved in a robbery outside a Chick-fil-A in Texas that resulted in another man's death, further adding to his list of violent offenses. Additionally, he assaulted and robbed a 65-year-old man, who later identified him to authorities. These crimes compounded the severity of his charges. I just feel like
these people just got demons in him. Just a bunch of evil demons. Like me, I would never want to, like, people are, like, older than me, like, for what? Unless you evil, you gotta be real like evil, like demonic. Like fuck saying being broke. Like you can still be broke and have passion. You know what I'm trying to say? You can still be broke and be like bitch, I'm broke now, but I'm not gonna rob somebody. Like for what? You robbing somebody I just don't get it. Like he deserves to be locked the fuck up. Trying to rob a 65-year-old old man who can be a grandpa or your dad, you rob, bitch, please.
His fate. Since 2017, Tay K has remained in custody with a minimum of 27 and a half years to serve before becoming eligible for parole.
Lock him up.
What could have been a successful music career was instead cut short by a series of reckless and violent choices,
he did it
cementing his tragic downfall as a once promising young artist whose potential was lost to crime and consequence.
Following people. The wrong people.
Danny Masterson's career is a classic tale of triumph followed by a dramatic downfall. Born in Long Island, New York in 1976, he became a household name as Stephen Hyde on That 70s Show, winning over audiences with his laid-back and rebellious charm.
I used to watch
However,
that show.
his success was ultimately overshadowed by controversy.
What happened?
In the mid-2010s, serious allegations of sexual assault surfaced, tarnishing his once bright reputation.
Wow.
The biggest blow came in June 2020, when Masterson was officially charged with 3 counts of sexual assault. What began as a thriving Hollywood career quickly unraveled, leaving behind a legacy forever marred by scandal and legal battles. Danny Masterson's highly publicized legal battle has cast a dark shadow over both his personal and professional life. The fallout was immediate. His talent agency severed ties, and he was swiftly distanced from the industry that once embraced him. As of 2023, at 47 years old, Masterson remains entangled in legal uncertainty, with his future hanging in the balance. His case has ignited widespread discussions on the intersection of fame, power, and accountability in Hollywood. No matter the outcome, the impact on his career and legacy is irreversible, marking a stark contrast to the success he once enjoyed.
That's crazy, bro. Like being
Harvey Weinstein, the disgraced film producer whose predatory behavior.
Now I heard a lot of scandal when it comes to this man. So let's get into this.
Behavior helped ignite the #Me Too movement, received an additional 16-year sentence in Los Angeles, adding to the 23-year sentence he is already serving in New York for sexual abuse and assault.
Wow.
In December 2019, a Los Angeles jury found Weinstein guilty of molesting and sexually assaulting a woman known as Jane Doe 1. Her emotional testimony underscored the deep and lasting trauma inflicted by his actions, emphasizing that no prison sentence could ever fully undo the harm he caused. Once one of Hollywood's most powerful figures, Weinstein's fall from grace stands as one of the most significant reckonings in modern entertainment history.
Lock him up. Lock them all up.
During the trial, Harvey Weinstein's defense team attempted to discredit his victims using sexist rhetoric, even going so far as to insult Jennifer Siebel Newsom, an actress and wife of California Governor Gavin Newsom, by calling her a shallow woman,
not the
in an effort
governor,
to undermine the #Me Too movement.
Oh, he was that
Despite
celebrity.
Pleading for leniency, portraying himself as a frail 70-year-old man in poor health, and emphasizing his contributions to the film industry.
Fuck that. That's the thing I don't like. Y'all, when y'all was doing this shit, y'all don't be acting like y'all handicapped. Now y'all going to jail, y'all want to act like y'all handicapped.
The court upheld his sentence. The verdict not only provided a sense of closure for his victims, but also sent a powerful message about power, abuse, and accountability. It reinforced the broader cultural shift brought by #Me Too, signaling that no level of influence or industry prestige can protect perpetrators from justice. Callan Rashad Walker represents the dark side of power and manipulation in the digital age.
I don't know who that is.
Using his fame and social media influence, he crafted a persona of charm and relatability, only to exploit the trust of his followers.
What did he do? That's how I be saying, like, cause no shade, like these days you don't really see these people who used to be popping back then. Now I see why. Cause they all doing shit they got no business doing, and they all locked up. That's why we don't see them. Cause I've been thinking where the hell these people is. Now I can't find out all these people is locked the fuck up.
Particularly young women. By leveraging his status, he deceived victims under the guise of opportunity and mentorship, turning admiration into a tool for abuse. His case serves as a chilling reminder of the dangers of blind trust in online personalities, highlighting the risks that come with unchecked influence in the digital world.
Lock them up. Shit.
Kaylin Rashad Walker's 50-year prison sentence is a significant step toward holding sexual offenders accountable, reinforcing the importance of justice for victims. His case highlights the urgent need to prioritize survivors' rights and strengthen protections against exploitation.
Forever, bitch.
It serves as a powerful reminder that both society and the legal system share a responsibility to safeguard vulnerable individuals.
No shit, my mom always gave me this advice, like, never, like, not to say, not she didn't use the word jealous, but in the same kind of sense, like, never be envy, never envy, what your friend got. Because you don't know what it takes for your, you don't know what the fuck your friend parents did for them to get what they got for, for their kids. Because, when I was, when I was much younger, whatever I see my friends, guy, I used to ask my mom, can I get this? And my mom used to tell me no. Like, no. Like, be content with whatever you have. Like, whatever I got, be content with it. Don't worry about what your friend got. With that being said, I took that as an adult now. Like, no shade. I don't care what people that next man got. Like, bitch, you can have this. That's fine. Because I know eventually, if it's meant for me to have the same thing, I will. So, like, I don't be jealous. I don't be envy. Now, some days I might, question myself, like, what am I doing wrong? But at the same time, I snap out of it, like, bro, this is, with your turn. Be patient. Don't do this or don't do that or don't try to, what I'm trying to say? Some more stories. I feel like some of these people, they be trying to live like a, a double life. They're doing things on the internet and behind closed door. They're a whole different person. Or they be trying to do certain things just to get famous fast and 50 years. Girl, that's that's a long fucking time.
Full weight of the law. Walker's downfall stands as a cautionary tale, proving that influence and fame cannot shield those who abuse their power from justice.
Thank you.
Zara Fithian, 39, and her husband, Victor Mark, 59, were recently convicted at Nottingham.
That's why sometimes, not to say I get mad at God, but I be like, why, no shit, God, make me famous, make me rich. Because I want to be able to help people, like, people in need, like, people suffering, like, people in different countries, like, in Africa, like, Russia, like, Asia. It's different people out here who is struggling. That's why, no shit, I be saying, like, the day I blow on my channel, like, I can't wait to take you around on my channel, like, to take you around to see different things, people, to help people. That's why I be shocked when I be seeing these people just be using that power to have sex with people. Girl, like, sex, if you're attractive, sex, like, bitch, I don't even want to have sex no more. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? If you're attractive, no shit, if you're attractive, sex comes to you. So I just be gagging why people be thinking sex is everything now. The fuck? Use that money to help people who need help. There's people in Africa who don't even have healthcare. There's people in Asia who don't have healthcare. Mexico, Puerto Rico, all these places. Haiti. There's all these war going in Haiti. You can literally take all your money and go back to Haiti, take some food, wipes, baby, things. But y'all want to use your money to molest people, and rob people, drug people, go to the club. Bitch, go to the club. Like, it don't make no sense.
Crown Court in the UK on 14 counts of sexual abuse. Their crimes, committed between 2005 and 2008, targeted a minor known as A According to the BBC, the victim detailed the couple's manipulative and abusive behavior, including threats that left her feeling trapped and powerless to escape or speak out. The case exposed a disturbing pattern of exploitation, highlighting the devastating impact of abuse and the importance of holding perpetrators accountable, regardless of their public status.
That's crazy.
Victor Mark also faces 4 additional charges after another woman accused him of sexually abusing her between 2002 and 2003 when she was under 18. The allegations further expose a disturbing history of predatory behavior.
Wow.
Senior Investigation Officer Parander Dillon commended both victims for their bravery in coming forward, expressing hope that the sentencing would provide them with a sense of justice and closure. He also emphasized that this case serves as a stark warning about the severe consequences of such crimes, reinforcing the message that perpetrators will be held accountable, no matter how long it takes. Joe Sun, best known for a minor role in the first Austin Powers film, became infamous not for his acting, but for the horrific crimes he committed. His life took a dark turn when he was convicted in 2011 for the torture and sexual assault of a woman in Huntington.
Like, what? That's what I'm saying. Like, these people be using their power just to do crazy things with it. Like, you already successful. Like, people will come to you regardless. You know, understand what I'm trying to say? So I don't understand why you be trying to do it. But I don't know. Shit don't make no sense.
Huntington Beach, an unspeakable crime that shocked the public. While serving his sentence, his criminal history took an even darker turn when he was found guilty of manslaughter in the death of his cellmate, Michael Graham. These disturbing crimes completely overshadowed his brief Hollywood career, turning what was once a forgettable acting role into a chilling footnote in one of the most horrifying downfalls in entertainment history.
Lock him up.
Joe Sun's criminal history began with a horrific act in 1990 when he kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and threatened a woman's life on Christmas Eve.
What?
For years, he evaded justice, but DNA evidence from a later felony vandalism conviction finally linked him to the crime. Though he had a fleeting moment in the spotlight, his violent and predatory actions ultimately erased any trace of a legitimate career. His conviction led to life behind bars, where his crimes caught up with him in the harshest way, eventually resulting in his death in prison. His story serves as a grim reminder of the lasting impact of such heinous acts, leaving deep scars on his victims and society as a whole. What could have been a forgotten name in Hollywood is now forever tied to one of the most chilling criminal downfalls. For years, Zach Avery deceived not only friends and family, but also major investors, convincing them he had exclusive movie deals with platforms like Netflix and HBO. Promising massive returns, he orchestrated a multi-million-dollar scam built on lies. His elaborate scheme made him appear successful, but when the truth unraveled, his victims realized they had been manipulated. Once an aspiring actor, Avery became a master con artist, until his deception caught up with him, leading to his inevitable downfall. In reality, Zach Avery was running a Ponzi scheme, using money from new investors to pay off old debts while spinning a web of lies and empty promises. Eventually, his scheme collapsed, landing him a 20-year prison sentence and a staggering $230 million repayment order to his victims. His dramatic downfall became a cautionary tale about the consequences of deception, sending shockwaves through Hollywood. Avery's story is a stark reminder that in the ruthless pursuit of success, integrity, and ethics are what truly stand the test of time.
That's it?
Ryan Grantham, a 24-year-old actor known for his roles in television and film, shocked the world in 2020 with a horrifying crime. He pleaded guilty to second-degree murder for the killing of his mother, Barbara Waite, receiving a life sentence with no parole eligibility for 14 years. During his June trial in Vancouver, chilling details emerged. On March 31st, 2020, Grantham shot his 64-year-old mother in the back of the head while she played the piano.
Wow.
Even more disturbingly, he recorded a video confession before attempting to conceal her body, turning his once promising career into a haunting tale of tragedy and violence.
Wow.
The tragic case took an even darker turn after the murder. Following the killing of his mother, Ryan Grantham packed his car with 3 guns, ammunition, 12 Molotov cocktails, and camping gear, planning to assassinate Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. However, before carrying out the attack, he changed his mind and turned himself in to Vancouver police.
But why?
Presiding Judge Kathleen Kerr called his decision to abandon the plan his saving grace.
What that mean did to him?
Psychiatric evaluations revealed that Grantham had been battling severe depression for months before the crime and had shown deep remorse, even contemplating self-harm. The court ultimately determined that he told his mother to spare her from witnessing the violence he had originally intended to commit. His shocking downfall remains a haunting reminder of the devastating consequences of unchecked mental health struggles and internal
Y'all might not
turmoil.
like this, but child, please. What the fuck is wrong with him?
Ian Watkins, former lead singer of Lost Prophets, sent shockwaves through the music world when he was arrested in late 2012 on multiple charges involving minors. Once admired as a voice for the misunderstood, his horrifying crimes exposed an unimaginable betrayal that devastated fans and the public alike. The revelation of his actions shattered his legacy, turning a once respected musician into one of the most reviled figures in modern rock history. The sheer scale of his offenses left an industry reeling, proving that even those idolized on stage can hide the darkest of secrets.
Thank God it's not a lot of black people. I'm shocked, because where the black people at?
At first, both fans and bandmates refused to believe the allegations against Ian Watkins, standing by him in disbelief. But as the horrifying truth came to light, their support quickly dissolved. The evidence of his crimes was so disturbing that law enforcement called it one of the most harrowing cases they had ever encountered.
Wow.
Ultimately, Watkins pleaded guilty to multiple charges, including possession of illegal materials and other grave offenses, to spare the jury from witnessing the deeply unsettling evidence. His fall from grace was not just a personal downfall. It was a nightmare.
This spring at Dave & Buster's.
Yeah, these people is crazy. Let me know, like, who y'all see, whose stories y'all can remember, because half of these people I don't know. And I'm not seeing a lot of black people, so I'm kind of happy. I mean, I'm not racist, but
It's your home repair hotline. Home protect.
I don't see a lot of black people on here, which is great, because we do got a lot of yellow in there.
That left a permanent scar on the music industry
Wow.
and those who once idolized him. Ian Watkins was sentenced to 29 years in prison, with an additional 6 years of supervised release. Since his incarceration, his health and appearance have deteriorated significantly, rendering him nearly unrecognizable.
Wow.
While a few loyal fans and former acquaintances still visit, his once celebrated reputation as a musician has been permanently erased. What remains is not the legacy of a rock star, but the lasting horror of his crimes, forever overshadowing the music and the fame he once had.
Wow. That's crazy.
Bill Cosby, once revered as America's dad for his beloved role on The Cosby Show, faced a dramatic and historic downfall. As the first major celebrity of the #Me Too era to be sentenced, his case became a defining moment in the movement, signaling a shift in accountability for powerful figures. Judge Stephen O'Neill, presiding over the trial in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, delivered the sentence with firm resolve, emphasizing that justice had been served. Once a symbol of family values, Cosby's legacy was forever tarnished, replaced by a cautionary tale of power, betrayal, and long overdue consequences. Bill Cosby, once revered as America's dad for his iconic role on The Cosby Show, saw his career and legacy collapse under the weight of his crimes. As the first major celebrity convicted and sentenced during the #MeToo movement, his case became a pivotal moment in the fight for justice and accountability. Judge Stephen O'Neill, presiding over the trial in Montgomery County, Pennsylvania, delivered the sentence with unwavering determination, making it clear that no amount of fame or power could shield someone from the consequences of their actions.
Right.
Although Bill Cosby remained expressionless as his sentence was handed down, reports later described him as calm, even smiling and conversing with his legal team. When given the opportunity to speak before sentencing, he chose to remain silent. His case remains a significant topic in legal and social discussions, serving as a powerful reminder that neither fame nor wealth can protect individuals from accountability. His downfall marked a turning point in the fight for justice, proving that no one is beyond the reach of the law.
Next was Diddy. They like everybody. They like everybody.
Before skyrocketing to fame with hits like "Pick Up the Phone" and "Lifestyle,"
I speak
Young
too
Thug
soon
was
now. All the black
allegedly
people cut me
involved
out.
in gang-related activities. On May 9th,
Now they bringing all the black
2022,
people out.
he was arrested and charged with conspiracy and gang activity dating back to 2013.
Oh my God.
The indictment, which listed 56 counts, painted a troubling picture of his past. Among the most serious allegations, he was accused of renting an Infiniti Q50 sedan that was later used in the murder of rival gang member Donovan Thomas Jr., highlighting the severity of the case against him.
Now, this
what was
case,
once a rap empire is now
there.
at risk of crumbling under the weight of these accusations.
And he need to be chilled, because if not, his ass going back to jail.
In addition to conspiracy and gang-related charges, Young Thug's legal troubles deepened after a police raid on his home uncovered controlled substances intended for distribution, along with multiple dangerous weapons, including sawed-off shotguns and rifles.
Wow.
This discovery led to even more gang-related charges being added to his case. A known affiliate of the YSL street gang, he is one of 28 individuals facing criminal charges tied to the group.
Wow.
Currently in custody, he awaits trial, set for January 9th, 2023. If convicted, he could face up to 20 years in prison, marking a dramatic fall from his once dominant position
he was released,
in the rap
y'all.
industry.
Spoiler alert. Shit, I'm pretty sure everybody has seen it. But if you never seen it, he
R. Kelly, once an R&B powerhouse in the early 2000s, saw his career collapse under the weight of long-standing allegations that finally led to his formal indictment in 2021. Now serving a prison sentence for charges including human trafficking and sexual abuse, his downfall was decades in the making. As early as 1994, he was accused of coercing singer Aaliyah into falsifying her birth certificate so they could marry while she was still underage.
Bitch.
An incident that foreshadowed years of controversy and criminal accusations. What once seemed like an untouchable legacy in music has now been overshadowed by a disturbing history of exploitation and abuse. Over the years, the allegations against R. Kelly grew increasingly disturbing. In 1996, he was accused of assaulting a woman, and by 2002, explicit videos allegedly showing him with minors began circulating widely. Authorities even seized a camera containing inappropriate images. However, despite mounting evidence, the charges were dismissed due to insufficient proof for conviction, allowing Kelly to evade accountability for years. His ability to escape legal consequences only prolonged his reign in the music industry. While behind the scenes,
I guess Bill Cosby started off, then everybody just went downhill. Young Thug, Diddy, what's his name? Child, the list goes on.
unfold. The allegations against R. Kelly escalated when reports surfaced accusing him of keeping multiple women in a harmful, controlling environment. As these claims gained traction, more survivors bravely stepped forward, sharing harrowing accounts of abuse. Their testimonies became the foundation of a landmark trial that finally held him accountable. In June 2022, R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison, marking a pivotal moment in the fight for justice and a long overdue reckoning for his actions.
30 years. That's a long time.
Toby Willis was once a key figure in the widely beloved TLC show featuring the Willis Clan, a talented musical family of 12 children who charmed audiences with their performances. Their rise to fame peaked when they reached the quarterfinals of America's Got Talent in 2014, earning national recognition for their talent and wholesome image. However, behind the scenes, a dark secret was lurking, one that would ultimately shatter the family's reputation and lead to Toby Willis's shocking downfall.
Wow. What happened?
But beneath the wholesome image of the Willis clan, a dark and horrifying secret threatened to destroy everything.
Wow.
Behind the scenes, Toby Willis was a predator, abusing his position of trust to prey on 4 young girls, including 3 of his own daughters and a relative, all under the age of 18. The shocking revelation shattered the family's carefully crafted public persona, turning what was once a story of musical success into a devastating tale of betrayal and abuse. This tragic truth emerged in 2016 when a courageous victim came forward and reported the abuse to authorities. Toby Willis was arrested, revealing even more shocking details. In 2017, he pleaded guilty to 4 counts of sexual abuse of a minor, permanently destroying the public image he had cultivated. He was sentenced to 40 years in prison without the possibility of parole, and ordered to pay an astonishing $1.4 million in restitution to his victims. Additionally, he was required to register as a sex offender for life. The consequences of his atrocious crime sent shockwaves through his entire family.
That's crazy.
Jim Gordon was a highly respected drummer in the blues and rock world, renowned for his work with Eric Clapton and Alice Cooper. Yet behind the fame and applause, he faced a silent and devastating battle: schizophrenia. Tormented by auditory hallucinations, including the persistent voice of his mother, Gordon desperately sought help. However, he was tragically misdiagnosed with alcoholism, leaving his condition untreated and allowing it to spiral out of control.
He was mixed diagnosed.
As his mental health deteriorated, the voices became overpowering, driving him to an unthinkable act.
Wow.
In a moment of psychotic turmoil, he turned against his own mother, leading to a heartbreaking and tragic ending. His story remains one of the most haunting examples of untreated mental illness in the music industry, a reminder of the devastating consequences of misdiagnosis and neglect. Arrested in 1983, Jim Gordon was finally diagnosed with schizophrenia, exposing the depth of his suffering that had gone untreated for years. Originally sentenced to 16 years in prison, he remained incarcerated indefinitely due to the ongoing risk he posed to society. His tragic story highlights the complexities of mental illness and the devastating consequences of inadequate diagnosis and treatment. While his musical legacy remains significant, Gordon's life serves as a sobering reminder of the silent battles many endure. His downfall underscores the urgent need for better mental health awareness, support, and treatment, especially for those whose conditions, if left unchecked, can lead to irreversible tragedy. In October 2009, former MMA fighter War Machine transitioned into the entertainment industry and began a relationship with adult film star Christy Mack. However, his violent tendencies soon overshadowed his career. In 2010, he was sentenced to 1 year in prison for assault, setting the stage for a downward spiral. After his release, he discovered that Mack had moved on with a new boyfriend, Corey Thomas, triggering a violent outburst on August 8, 2014. Fueled by jealousy and rage, he brutally attacked both Mack and Thomas, leaving Mack with severe injuries that shocked the public.
Wow.
The assault gained widespread media attention and ignited crucial discussions about domestic violence, turning War Machine from a once promising fighter into a chilling example of unchecked aggression and its devastating consequences.
Lock him up. Fuck his career.
The jury found Jonathan Copenhaver, known as War Machine, guilty on multiple charges, including kidnapping, leading to a life sentence with the possibility of parole after 36 years. His
Too much. Like, somebody don't want you to move on. Like, I don't know. People just crazy. Somebody don't want you to move on.
MMA fighter to a convicted felon serves as a sobering reminder of the devastating consequences of unchecked violence. His actions left lasting scars on his victims, turning his story into a cautionary tale about the dangers of toxic rage, abuse, and the irreversible damage inflicted by violent behavior. The murder case of C. Murder gained national attention in 2003 when the rapper was arrested for the killing of 16-year-old Stephen Thomas. Corey Miller, known professionally as C. Murder, has consistently maintained his innocence, insisting that he was wrongfully convicted. The case stemmed from a confrontation during a rap battle in 2002, where Thomas accidentally clashed with a member of C. Murder's entourage, escalating into a fatal altercation. Over the years, serious doubts have emerged regarding the integrity of the trial. Notably, 2 witnesses later recanted their testimonies, claiming they were pressured by police to identify C. Murder as the shooter. These revelations have fueled ongoing debates about wrongful convictions, leaving his case shrouded in controversy and uncertainty.
Crazy.
Darnell Jordan, a security guard present at the scene of the crime, later disclosed that he had been arrested and detained until he agreed to testify against C. Murder, raising further doubts about the case's integrity. The controversy surrounding his conviction gained even more traction in 2020 when Kim Kardashian joined the fight for justice, advocating for a re-examination of the evidence. Despite her efforts, C. Murder remains behind bars, serving a life sentence.
Wow.
His only hope for freedom lies in presenting undeniable proof, not only to clear his name, but to identify the true perpetrator of the tragic events that unfolded that night. His case remains one of the most debated in hip-hop, highlighting the complexities of the justice system and the long battle for truth. Bobby Shmurda's music wasn't just storytelling, it was a reflection of his real-life experiences. In 2014, at just 20 years old, he skyrocketed to fame with his breakout single Hot Nigga, which peaked at number 6 on the Billboard Hot 100. His raw lyrics and infectious energy made him one of the most talked-about new artists in hip-hop, with many seeing him as a rising star. However, his meteoric rise was short-lived. Just as his career was taking off,
see, there's too many people
serious legal trouble.
You see, for me, let me pause this real fast. Like, and I hope if you come this far, let me know. If you literally watch this video this far, let me know. Like, you watch, like, type in the comment section, be like, yes, I watched that far, like that far. If you did, I fuck with you, cause I fuck with you. But anyway, I had to pause this for a second. This, look, you know what I'm trying to say? There's too many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm pretty sure it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, too many people. Too many friends. Like, I don't understand people. You see me, not just no shade. Like, yes, I do want friends, but I'm by myself 24/7. Like, too many friends. You like these people. You don't know who to trust. You might think somebody fuck with you, but they don't. Like, all these people you hanging around. Like, I bet you, all those people, they're not 100% like fucking with you. Like you think they are. There's too many damn friends
that threatened to end everything as quickly as it began.
Too many.
What seemed like the start of a promising future soon turned into a harsh reality as the young rapper found himself entangled in a case that would change the course of his life. In 2014, Bobby Shmurda's rapid rise in the rap industry came to an abrupt halt as he found himself caught in serious legal troubles. In June, he was arrested for weapon possession after police discovered a gun in a friend's apartment.
Wow.
However, his situation took a much darker turn in December when he was arrested again, this time facing conspiracy to commit murder charges. As authorities dug deeper into his alleged criminal ties, his legal woes only worsened. While in custody at Rikers Island, he was caught attempting to smuggle a knife into the facility, adding yet another charge to his growing list of offenses. What had started as a promising music career quickly unraveled, leaving Shmurda facing a future far removed from the success he had once seemed destined for. By September 2016, facing a series of serious charges, Bobby Shmurda accepted a plea deal, pleading guilty to third-degree conspiracy to commit murder and weapon possession. He was initially sentenced to 7 years in prison, but his troubles didn't end there. His sentence was extended to 11 years after authorities discovered a homemade knife in his cell. Shmurda's dramatic fall from a rising rap star to a convicted inmate serves as a stark warning within the hip-hop community. His story underscores the devastating consequences of reckless choices and criminal involvement, proving that even the brightest talent can be derailed by the wrong decisions. Thank you for watching today's video on celebrities who ended up behind bars. We hope these stories gave you insight into their downfalls and the choices that led them there. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss.
You guys, make sure we got to get a shout out to Hollywood Star. That's where I got this video from, Hollywood Star. So make sure y'all go and follow them, subscribe to them. But yes, let me know who y'all was shocked to see on this list and who y'all expected to see on this list, and who, let me know in the comment section. I gotta go.